This is Kwaufi Nino. I thank you for clicking here. You have made the difference in who I am as a content creator. And if you're already a subscriber, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit the button and subscribe. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. You won't regret it.
Girl, you know girl, you know I love you. Girl, you know girl, you know
Smokey the Bear extinguished a forest fire started by rogue pandas who had a plan to help black women abort their unborn male children. The authorities have arrested them, and soon as they have now realized after jumping in the line of fire for trouble instigating feminist black women, they are in serious trouble. Their entire panda society and unhinged police officer and perpetrator, Brownsville, and his accomplice Sharon Bracey, are now shook will go down in history for assisting in the behavior of a horrible black woman named P.H. Diva. When questioned by authorities, they blamed their actions on a false narrative of a group they call the Rim Brothers, known as the Red Pill Incel Manosphere Brothers, and No Good Suckers. We now will turn this story and bonus exclusive special over to the Narratives and Dialogues YouTube channel for further details. Thanks, Kwaufi.
Let's go! Good day, everyone. Good day.
JX, you come up here and you talk your shit all the time.
I'm still next to him.
First of all, let me say again for the record, the comments
like interrupt my monologue and you want to call me a hypocrite? No.
Wake up! Please! I'm begging you.
About to be a situation.
New channels have become the breeding grounds for these women all over YouTube, allowed on all civilized panels, turning them into a train wreck of controversy and content for their own channels when they disagree.
Tell me why you mad, sir. Welcome to the show. PH Diva, good day.
Really, is it a matter of being mad or upset, or is it a matter of one's integrity? I think that most of the men who have concerns with Sharon, it's not that they're against him. They are his loyal subscribers, supporters, and those he has built relationships with in building his platform. Sharon is too busy thinking that someone wants to control him and his channel, and that is not the case. He continued to ignore the signs. Not understanding the history of the women he let on his panel and in his chat.
Why don't you hit the link, nigga?
Everybody, welcome to the show. Ali.
All right, I'll leave it.
Welcome, sir.
What's going on, my brothers? What's going on?
What's happening, man? What's happening, man? Welcome to the show, brother.
What's going on, my brothers? I had smoked for my brother Sharon Bracey. I had smoked from, so I believe y'all the show was catered around the fact that the amount of pandering that our brother Sharon and brother Brownsville do, right? And it could be counterproductive. Is that what the show was surrounded around today?
Basically, yeah.
So we as men, we would never advocate for the removing of women or violence towards women, right? So I would believe in a space there would be ramifications and consequences for brothers who had that type of rhetoric to remove sisters, right? So I'm asking Mr. Sharon Brady directly. I believe Sharon supports families, and he also is solution based. what is the consequences and ramifications for PhD Diva on your channel saying that she would never birth a black man into existence and she stands behind deleting black boy babies?
So what I would say to that is her body, her choice. I cannot direct her or hold her to any kind of consequences. I got a conversation with her and I could tell her how I disagree with that wholeheartedly. But besides that, there's nothing more that I could do.
So why are you telling brothers not to align with that type of rhetoric? You go against so-called rim brothers. You're against the red pill space. You're against incels. You're against manospheres because the violence and the things they perpetuate that y'all say towards women. Why would you align with a woman that says you should delete black boys and she would never birth a black man into existence? If you're telling men not to have that type of rhetoric and to align with men like that, and your platform is surrounding being a solution based around families.
What you mean by alignment?
She's on your show. That's part of your camp, right? She reads your super chats. You also said you cannot super chat a PhD but off of it. She's part of your camp.
I cannot have somebody that's have opposing ideas a part of my team.
No. You said not to align with those type of people.
Not align with that rhetoric of deleting children. So that's not a part of my rhetoric at all. And it's not a part of my message.
So there's no.
My message is actually men is their body, their choice first. They actually control if the woman gets pregnant. So they need to be wrapping up, or they need to be with somebody with a good character that they can trust and build a family with.
Actually, in front of all these people, you're contradicting yourself because you tell men to remove themselves from them type of men and not to align with those type of brothers. But you have a woman that sits on your panel every day with you that says to delete black babies and that she shouldn't bring black babies into existence. That is what you promote. So take away from what everybody else says. You're aligning with a woman that's on your panel when you tell brothers to remove themselves from those type of brothers and not to associate with those type of brothers, but you associate with a woman that advocates for deleting black boys and not bringing them into existence. So what is the consequences? If there's no consequence for that, then I just accept that answer. But it's a huge contradiction and it's a big hypocrite. And you don't align with the message that you're preaching. You're not living the message that you're preaching when you have a woman that advocates for deleting babies and for not bringing black boys into existence, which mean removing you from the face of earth and for you to never arrive here either. If she had to birth you, you would never be here. So you align. If you don't align with her, why is she on your panel? And why are you telling brothers to remove themselves from them type of men if you align with that type of woman?
I don't know what consequence you want to give, that you want me to give to somebody just because we are we rock out every day and having conversations. That's not me aligning with every 100% political thing that she's doing. Just like I'm pretty sure you with somebody, I'm pretty sure you're a religious man, correct?
I believe in a higher power.
Right, and you rock with somebody that doesn't, correct?
That I rock with someone that doesn't believe in a higher power?
Yeah, like an atheist.
Are you deflecting and moving on to someone and trying to conflate that? Are atheists bad people?
What I'm saying, it doesn't align with your ideology.
I wouldn't align myself with someone that says delete men or women. Your words hold no merit when you're advocating for and connecting with and aligning with someone that says delete black boys and never bring them into existence. When you're telling men to do the actual thing that you can't do with a woman that's on your panel, which sums up this whole platform that y'all pandering, and you're supporting women who disrespect men and want men removed from the face of the earth and don't want to give life to black boys.
So you saying that I gotta agree with somebody 100%?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay,
then you don't, what I'm saying is that, Sharon, you asked me a question, so let me respond. Your words hold no merit, and you have to practice what you preach. If you're not telling women if you're not removing women from your panels, you're not aligning with women and not telling those women the same thing, then you can't say that to men. I ain't telling you you do whatever you want to do. You're supposed to be solution based. You're not supposed to flip flop, and you're supposed to be about families. I'm not gonna. If the person that I'm aligned with said that they want to delete women, if they say they want to never bring women to existence, I would never talk to that person again, and they would not be on my platform. They would be removed instantly. So I would do that. That a person being an atheist don't make them a bad person. They just don't have evidence if God exists or not. That don't make them a bad person. A person that's saying that black men should never come to existence and that black babies should be deleted, wants men to be removed from the face of the earth that look like you. I would never advocate for that, and I wouldn't align with someone like that. And that you're telling people not to align with people that are lesser than that. They just you say disrespect women, assault women, and whatever you want to come up with that you want to demonize the so-called Rim brothers. But this woman says she doesn't even want to bring men into existence, and she wants them deleted. Black boys deleted.
So as far as I understand, she's not having no unprotected sex. She's not out there deleting children left and right. Me and her never even had a conversation about it. You actually bringing this information to me because Israel was on my show today and he brought that information. So it was my first time actually hearing that today. But I do not align with that thought pattern at all. But just because I do not align with somebody's thought pattern doesn't mean that I shun them away.
No, you just can't tell nobody. You just can't. We don't know. You can't tell anybody to do anything.
Because I don't know what that person went through to make that person say these type of things. So I'd rather have that conversation with the person and get down to the root of the situation. Because maybe it's just I don't know what it is. I've never had the conversation with the person.
We actually have video.
If we have the conversation instead of just shunning people. I don't shun people. I have difficult conversations. Like me and Lost in Translation, we was having a heated conversation. He was muting me every 10 minutes because he was heated. And so if I would have just left, we would have never got to a place where me and him could actually have a conversation. Understand that our values is not even that far in alignment. But if I'd have left at that moment, he would have just thought I was something completely different than who he thinks of me as right now.
Can I ask the brothers on the panel a question?
I was talking, but go ahead.
Would the credibility of someone's merits and values be in question if they wouldn't remove somebody or have a consequence for someone that said they should delete black boys and never bring black boys into existence?
My issue is having a platform for that rhetoric to be spewed, to be visualized. I think that's the issue.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. We never had that conversation on my platform.
His only response for that was that he don't stop believing people from believing what they believe. He runs away from it. But it is contradictory to what he's telling brothers not to do, or so-called Rim brothers not to do. It makes no sense. It's a hypocrite. If he has no consequences on his side or rectifying what's happening and having the women like that on his platform, he can't tell men not to be that way or not to support Rim brothers. It's contradictory.
Can you get him to clarify what I'm contradicting? Matter of fact, because you're a better communicator. Lost in Translation. Do you understand what he's saying I'm contradicting on?
Well, this whole show. Oh, go ahead. Lost in Translation.
No. What he's saying is that, you having somebody on your show whose message is counter to your own, that you don't know is counter to your own.
Right. That I don't know. Okay.
Is that a fair statement? Is that a fair assessment, Ali?
Can you say that one more time, my brother?
What I was saying is that Ali's saying that you're having someone on your show whose message is counter to your own message.
Yes. Can you play that?
I got you.
Wait a minute, nigga. Since you up here, Sharon, nigga, we got a more pressing concern right now.
Let's get to it, Chuck.
Why y'all ain't motherfucker check PhD about what the hell she was saying?
Exactly. Now
what you mean?
Let's talk about deleting black boys. Explain yourself.
Why y'all was silent as hell when she said? Come on now.
Hold on. When it happened today, I said it right as soon as she said it, I said I don't agree with that bullshit.
No, you did not.
Bitch, you lying, bitch. What? Bitch, you lying.
It's amazing to me that Sharon got you over here after you was talking about deleting black boy babies and all that. And that's the reason why me and you was battling.
I would never birth a black male into existence.
Right. And that's why me and you was battling. Because you was talking against Sharon.
You want to do another bet?
Yes, I would, because I played it earlier. Yes, I would love to do a bet. I would love to have some of your money.
No, hold on. No,
y'all niggas jumped
you might not have heard because we was screaming and yelling. So it's a possibility that
we wasn't screaming and yelling.
Lying son of a bitch.
If you play it all, I don't got nothing against her. That was a while back, and my whole point of contention with her was she was talking about deleting black boy babies, and I got a right to feel a way about that.
I stand by.
Okay, and I feel a way about that, and that's okay.
And so you got that out. So now she has stand by too. So if you want to have that argument, we can have it later.
I'll bet you. You want to bet? You didn't say
y'all was screaming and yelling. You said
at that point.
You said such and such. I was like, oh
not
shit.
At that point.
Anyway, anywho. What does that matter? What was the purpose of that? Because me personally, so for me personally, I do that woman all the time. I'm somebody that told a woman to comb her hair.
How you got PA's Diva as part of your crew and she believe in deleting black baby boys?
Because I don't stop people from believing what they believe.
My new joint is called Cling Cling Cling. You know what I'm saying? Bust it. Cling Cling Cling. Man, you capping. Ooh, cling 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 Cling. Oh, you capping. Drip splash water, drip splash splash, drip water splash splash.
It's rules for thee, none for me. He is contradictory. It's a hypocrite, and his words hold no merit. He cannot tell brothers to do what he can't do for the certain woman that's on his panel. Simple as that. If you're going to be solution based, if you're pro families, and you have people, and you're telling brothers not to spew remedial rhetoric, which you don't even use that word anyway, because remedial is about repairing. It's not, you're using that word wrong. And you even say you don't support remedial rhetoric, but it's about making repairs. It's about correcting behaviors. You use that wrong. No one checks you on that. But if you're telling brothers to be leaders, to be proactive, to not assault women, to hurt women, not to delete women, not to hurt women, great women, but then you have a woman on your panel that says she'll delete black boys and that she will never bring a black boy into existence, you're a hypocrite. And you don't support it.
I do not support her rhetoric. I don't understand how that's being a hypocrite. If I don't support that rhetoric, why is that being a hypocrite? That's the part I'm confused about.
You tell us if we don't support it. You tell men if they don't support it, remove yourself from those type of men. They shouldn't have no place in your life, and then women shouldn't deal with those type of men, and men shouldn't deal with those. That's you and Brownsville both tell women to remove themselves away from rim brothers, and that men shouldn't be aligned with rim brothers, and women shouldn't be aligned with rim brothers, and we should stay away from them. But you are aligned with a woman who believes in deleting black boys and not to bring black boys into existence.
Go ahead,
He's
Josh.
not asking if you agree with the other person or not.
Okay.
He's asking, why do you tell men to do one thing? Well, when in the same case, now there's an example of a woman that you won't tell something in the similar concept.
What is it that you want me to tell her? That she's wrong?
It's not that he's not asking for like what should or
so again, like I was telling Lost in Translation earlier, my message is for men, right? And how men need to move a certain way, build up their character, and then get women that have the same core values as you.
And then what about the rim brothers? What do you tell men and women about rim brothers? What should they do with rim brothers?
I was talking, but again,
I apologize, but what do you tell men about rim brothers though? What do you tell people to do with the rim brothers?
like I was just saying, I tell men they need to change their values, their character, they need to build themselves up, move in a certain direction. So that's what I tell you. That's what I say. Because everybody got the opportunity and the ability to change their philosophy. Everybody's not stuck in the same thing. Who I was when I was 20 is not who I am today.
So would you tell PH Diva that she needs to change her character about what she wants to do with black babies, black boys?
Absolutely.
Would you tell her that? I mean, so the point is, I mean, what's good for the goose?
Especially if she's getting pregnant. So she's not getting pregnant.
No. Wait a minute now. Don't wait a minute. She don't have to be pregnant, right? She doesn't have to be pregnant for you to have that conversation with her, right? If she's spewing, even if it's not on your channel, it's like me inviting Adolf Hitler to be on my panel or some shit like that. He didn't have to be, if you have the enemy within your midst, who looks at you and smiles in your face, but hates the essence of you as a man, that's some serious shit, I think. She might be nice, but it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. I mean, and even if I would at least broach the subject because she might be a nice woman, otherwise, whatever. But she's telling you that she looks at you and your essence as something that she has to eliminate if she had the opportunity to. I think that's a big deal.
There may be more to why this woman has brought on this bad behavior to social media. Because someone may have done some horrible things to her in her life. But to take her rant to YouTube to encourage black women to abort male child babies helps aid those who irresponsibly lay down to have sex with the men of their choice, with no future. This should bring further questioning by Congress to pass laws, because when this happens, taxpayers ends up paying for this service. Also, it keeps abortion clinics open and allows black market illegal private practices to do the same. According to the CDC Abortion Surveillance Task Force, in documenting the number and characteristics of women obtaining legal induced abortions and number of abortion-related deaths in the United States, 47 states have provided the data during the years of 2012-2021 and have calculated a number of abortions of live births ratios per 1,000 women aged 15 to 44 years old at 108 abortions nationwide. This data is collected each year as regulated by the CDC from the central health agencies of the 50 states, the District of Columbia, and New York City, who document the number and characteristics of women obtaining legal induced abortions in the United States. In 31 reporting areas, by race and ethnicity, 80.2% of abortions were obtained by Black women that occurred at 9 weeks gestation. As a woman who cannot have children at all, I used to think without researching the data that this was a white community thing in high numbers. But after hearing the rant that Black male babies should be aborted by belligerent Black women on YouTube, starting with Cynthia G., I see that many of the Black women who frequents Black male YouTube spaces agrees to this madness and sadness, which is a clear indication that Black women did in fact participate in voting against Roe v. Wade case to keep abortion legal.
The science is to move in silence. It will always reveal, even on social media, where it hides the best. Shout out to Shish Trish, the only female who spoke up during all this madness as we watched it all unfold. Go subscribe to Shish Trish, entrepreneur, brand strategist, businesswoman. Shh, y'all better smash it. Y'all better smash it. Y'all better smash it. Y'all better smash it.
I also want to welcome to the show, Trish.
Y'all better smash it. Smash it. Hey, Sharon.
Good day to you. How you feeling?
Good. So this is what I'm thinking. Let's start with you because you're the host. And I can easily attack what you're saying because you're able to respond without your guest being offended. People make things more complex than they actually are. And we have a lot of forces that complicates things like social media. And what we need is socioeconomic development for us right now, because believe it or not, it's a spiritual warfare. It's not really about racism. It's more or less colorism, but we're still stuck on the bullshit. And with post-traumatic slave syndrome, we're worried about small shit, like what a guy or a man sees in us instead of getting our bags up, supporting our families and things like that. So you're one of those manosphere guys that married white women that let curly.
Here we go.
How you get in the manosphere?
No, I'm not a part of the manosphere at all. No.
Okay, but they like you though because you're married to a white woman.
No, they don't like me. They try to come here.
Why not?
They come because I speak mainly the things that I do is completely almost 100% against what they are talking about and what they are.
Oh wow, I like that.
So me personally, we do our best to uplift women. That's why women feel a little more safe to speak their minds and say the things that's on their minds and deal with their plights that they have personal to them. And because we don't beat them up for it, and we just have the conversations at hand. We don't pass judgment on them. We just having a conversation. And men and women can come here. We can come to a mutual ground, have our conversations, disagree, and we can move forward. We can build off of it and have productivity. Fine, we move in that. If not, we let it fall.
I would never ever throw you away because you married a Russian woman. That's number one. Number two, I would throw you away for other things though. Okay, so here we go. So here we go. Let me ask you this, and I mean this so respectfully, Ashe, so respectfully. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that you've been outcasted by the Black community because of your love choices?
No, I have not. Also, I want to welcome to the show the president. Good day, sir.
Hello, how you doing? Hey, I'm curious. I just bumped it. I don't know. I was asleep, right, and my phone was playing, and it hopped on this channel, and it must have rewinded back like an hour into. Did I hear Supreme Goddess say she would not birth no black boy?
Oh shit!
You heard that when I said it on YouTube.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Ago.
Oh, hold on. Who showed you said it on?
His.
No, we didn't take her serious. So it seemed like the more you repeat it, this must be really how you really feel.
Nigga, I told you that's how I felt when I said it the first time.
Oh shit.
So for clarification, you will not give birth to black boys?
I'm not giving birth to anybody, but I certainly don't want a black male child. Correct.
So when I talk to right. So when I talks about as a father, it seems like you got that it's your right, right? So shouldn't I have the right to say that I do not want black girls?
Nobody cares what you say, Jay Prince, but you already got 3 of them, so it's a little late.
But
for
what
that,
if I said that I hated that I had 3 black daughters?
That would be you and between you and whoever. Hopefully, is caring for those
I mean,
girls.
we have the same feelings, right?
We don't get through it.
You talking about
The difference
eradicating?
is.
Hold on,
At least I'm not killing them. I mean,
listen, I'm glad
you actually turn it. Hold on, let me just Trish. It'll actually turn into a conversation. He don't actually feel like he's just trying to get a gotcha moment.
I don't. It hurts my spirit to hear it.
It hurts your spirits to hear that from a black woman getting eradicated, but not the black boy.
Yeah, that's why. No,
She's
it
talking
does.
about deleting a black boy.
Then listen, hold
Killing
on. Jay Prince, I want you to listen to me. I feel the same way about her statement, but the difference about what she said and you said, she ain't got no kids, so we safe with her. You have 3 daughters.
Right. It's a big difference.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even if she's still fucking though, right? She's still fucking. So
you don't know
that means
what I'm doing.
If she goes out there and get pregnant and this is a boy, she gonna delete them.
Okay, so the difference between me and you is I don't give a fuck what you think, right?
Yikes.
Or how you feel about what I'm gonna do or not do with my body.
So Diva, what is your thoughts? Because people wanted me to have the conversation with you about it. So you had a conversation with Israel Mills about a year ago. I'm not sure how long ago it was that. You said if you was pregnant and then you found out it was a boy, you would delete that kid. Do you think I should hold you accountable for those words?
Wait a minute, did they show that?
Why is she so surprised? The internet is forever.
Duh.
You know how they do. They spiced it up to make it seem like I was like laughing and joking.
It came from Ali.
Like I didn't disagree with the talking point of delete little black boy, because I don't agree with it. But they like, oh, so since I don't know if you heard my commentary before, Diva.
Go ahead, repeat it.
So I was like, so Ilkan Ali, he was the one that brought it up. And he was saying that. So P.S. Diva said he believed in deleting black babies that are male. And I was like, bro, you cannot hold me accountable to that lady's words when you tried to tell your own baby mother to delete your son. So I don't know how you trying to hold me. And they saying I'm a hypocrite and I'm not a leader because you had that talking point. What's your thoughts on that?
No, that wasn't a talking point. They were asking me about my own behavior and what I would do in different situations, because I said I never wanted a male child, right? And I said that I would not have, well, I don't want any children, but even when I was considering having children, I always knew I didn't want a male child and that I would never birth a male into existence. And so maybe they asked me, well, what if you got pregnant with a black male child? I've been around and I have never gotten pregnant before. So there's ways to prevent it. But I probably did say, yeah, if I did end up pregnant and I found out it was a boy, absolutely. We're not having it. I said I am not birthing one into existence. And I continue to say that. And so I don't know what who gonna check me on that? You know, this is my body, and if I don't want to birth one, I'm not gonna birth one.
And that part, who cares? Exactly.
Yes, it's your choice, and hi
What y'all
everyone.
gonna do about it? What y'all 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 gonna do about it?
That is some strong words.
I've said that before. That's not the first time.
I wasn't there. I don't know.
No. I've said it here. Remember, it was a couple weeks ago where I was saying I would have never had a male child, and you was like, you said the same thing, like, oh, those are strong words. But okay.
On a few live stream panels between late May and early June 2024, Chevron Bracy stated he has never had this conversation with PH Diva nor heard her say anything about aborting black baby boys. He told this to Ilkan Ali, Israel Mills, Black Men Unfiltered, and Lost in Translation podcast when they all questioned him. He told a flat-out lie.
So let's start with PH Diva. PH Diva, why is it so specifically that you do not want to have a son? Let's try to mind this out.
Because look at the fools who tried to ambush you. I would never want to have any one of them. In fact, I wish I was older so I could have counseled they mamas against having their asses.
Oh, shit.
And there you have it all, laughs from a very loose lowball chick on YouTube.
So yeah, PhD, but I just wanted you to stand on it, love. You ain't have to tell us,
That's not the topic. The topic is not. Hold on, D-Town. The topic is not her standing on it or not.
Well, what we was talking about was, it wasn't about saying if I have a child, I'm gonna delete the child. She specifically said, and the other lady said it as well, that if they had a boy child, they would delete it. So I'm with Taz. If that's what you want to do, hey, that is what it is. But I want y'all to just stand on what y'all stand on. That's all I'm saying. Because, like most men up here, we married, and we got families. So it's nothing to us, but I just want men and women to stand on the words that they stand on. That's all.
Chevron tried to hush D-Town from making a very significant point. Clearly, PH Diva wanted this topic to die down and not be questioned.
Okay.
Nigga, I done stood on the shit, jumped up and down, spun around, and did the motherfucking hokey pokey. So that's not an issue.
You didn't do a backflip for me, baby. I wanted that backflip.
All right,
Nobody got shut up.
Should I speak next?
What I'm saying, no, you can't speak right now because I'm speaking. You can't speak right now because I'm speaking. You can't speak right now because I'm speaking. You can't speak right now because I'm speaking.
Okay.
She totally disrespected CBN's Tech Talks, which is why many of Chevron's subscribers question if she controls his channel. He has never corrected PH Diva nor other women who are disrespectful to his guests on his live shows, panels, and in his chats.
And so there's nothing to not stand on. I said it, I doubled down on it, and I tripled down on it for the dumb motherfuckers in the back like you. I would not birth one into existence. I don't know how many different ways or times I have to say that. Now you may speak.
His silence for not addressing this behavior on his panel is absurd, but all at the same time, we don't know what may have happened to this woman where she felt the need to come on to a public, free platform to abuse it with this type of hate. In reverse, if men had done this, it would have been a rally of rowdy black women calling to petition and strike black men channels to be taken down off social media to silence them. Not to mention, they will give half a story to their allegations off topic, using other collateral matters to justify their claims.
I wouldn't have a male child because I am convinced that a lot of the behavior and the rhetoric that we hear from these black men about black women is because they have resentment towards their mothers for birthing them in the last place in the Man Olympics.
Fuck.
And so I would never birth one of these things into last place and then have them be resentful towards me.
As states pass new laws and rhetoric continues to heat up, tech platforms are grappling with how to treat online information about abortion in the wake of the Supreme Court's Dobbs decision overturning Roe v. Wade. This all has bled into the black community, especially online, causing gender wars between hurt people in general. Black men have become feminist and more feminine, and Black women have become more masculine, fighting for their place to fit in. As a woman, don't think I do not understand the things we go through, but we can't do what the men do, taking their positions and stripping them of their dignity and still be a lady. My hopes are that we may heal, both hurt Black men and Black women, so that we can continue to build friendships with each other and grow. What has happened in our personal lives has been carbon copied onto social media, causing chaos and crime. We are self-sabotaging and are remaining at war with ourselves by these distractions. Black men and Black women, you have a choice to respect each other, but you cannot demand respect when you are completely disrespectful and out of order towards each other. With this, I will land my plane here. Thanks for lending me your time with the Narratives and Dialogues channel in this bonus exclusive, The Pander Bears. Playing with fire is a deadly game.
Come on, y'all, help me sing it. Let me hear you now. If you ever needed somebody, I need you. I want you. I need you. I need.
Black boys who love their mothers deserve to live too. Thanks for watching. Support the channel. Support the channel. Support the channel. Support the channel.